Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we will prepare together a delicious recipe of chocolate raspberry cake. For the cake sponge, we will need the following ingredients: 130 grams of flour, 120 grams of sugar, 5 tablespoons of water, 5 large separated eggs, 5 grams of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. First, we mix the egg whites with 3 tablespoons of water, the salt, and 5 tablespoons of sugar. We continue to whisk until we have a meringue consistency. Just like this. In another bowl, we mix the egg yolks with the remaining water and sugar, and we whisk for 5 minutes until we have a fluffy and pale cream. Now we combine the meringue with the egg yolks cream. Gently, we start to incorporate the sifted baking powder and the sifted flour. We have to work gently with large movements to not lose all the air we have in the meringue. We transfer the batter to a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Mine has 42 by 26 centimeters, but you can use also a 24 centimeters round cake tray. We level the batter and we bake it in the preheated oven at 350 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. If you use a round cake tray, you have to bake it for 35 to 40 minutes. When it's ready, we gently remove the parchment paper and we leave the cake sponge to cool down. For the raspberry cream, we will need 200 grams of mascarpone, 150 milliliters of whipped cream, 150 grams of strained raspberry puree, 150 grams of sugar, and 20 grams of cornstarch. In a saucepan, we mix the sugar, the cornstarch, and we add the raspberry puree. And we continue to mix. We cook the sauce on medium heat for 15 minutes, stirring continuously. When we reach this consistency, we transfer the sauce to a plate, we cover it with plastic wrap and we leave it to cool down. When it's cold, we mix the raspberry puree with the mascarpone cheese. We want to mix it just for a few seconds, not more. Separately, we whip the cream until we have a stiff consistency. And when the cream is ready, we mix it with the raspberry cream we made before. We whisk for a few more seconds until everything is well combined, and when it's ready, we leave the cream in the fridge for 10 minutes. For the chocolate cream, we mix 200 grams of mascarpone with 250 grams of melted milk chocolate. Separately, we whip 150 milliliters of cream until we have a stiff consistency. When the cream is ready, in another bowl, we mix it with the chocolate cream. And again, we mix them for a few seconds until everything is nice and smooth. For the sugar syrup, we mix 100 grams of sugar with 200 milliliters of water and we boil it for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we leave it to cool down. We cut the cake sponge in half. Now we put one half on a tray, we add sugar syrup and one layer of chocolate cream. We level the chocolate cream until it's perfect. We add the other half of the cake sponge. We add the sugar syrup and a layer of raspberry cream. Again we level, and after we leave it 10 minutes in the freezer. For the chocolate glaze, we need 150 milliliters of whipping cream and 150 grams of dark chocolate. We bring the cream to a boil. We add the chocolate and we mix until we have a smooth consistency. After 1 minute, we remove the cake from the freezer and we add the glaze. We level the chocolate glaze and we leave the cake in the fridge for minimum 4 hours. We cut the cake as we prefer and we decorate it as we like. I will use here a little bit of raspberry cream, some fresh raspberries, mint leaves, and chocolate ornaments. This cake is so light and delicious. The freshness of the raspberries with the creaminess of the chocolate matches perfectly. This cake is absolutely epic. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are looking forward to meeting you again for another delicious recipe.